Folks, let's be honest, who among us hasn't succumbed to the siren call of a snack? That perfectly timed treat that bridges the gap between meals, or maybe, just maybe, the meal. I know I have, many times. We're wired for it, this craving for a little something extra. It's more than just fuel, it's comfort, it's nostalgia, it's a tiny burst of joy in an otherwise ordinary day. Think about it, the crinkle of a wrapper, the satisfying crunch, the immediate hit of flavor. It's a multi-sensory experience that we often take for granted, a small but significant part of our culinary lives. This fascination isn't new. Humans have been snacking for centuries, long before shiny packages lined grocery store aisles. Now, what if I told you that behind every one of your favorite packaged delights lies a world of incredible precision, astounding machinery, and some serious food science? It's a place where ingredients arrive by the truckload and leave as perfectly formed, consistently delicious treats day in and day out. I used to picture little elves meticulously crafting each cookie or candy bar. While the elf theory is charming, the reality is far more complex and, dare I say, even more impressive. The scale of modern food production is truly a marvel of engineering and culinary understanding, a symphony of moving parts working in perfect harmony to satisfy our collective sweet and savory tooth. I remember as a kid, my absolute weakness was a specific brand of cheese puff. The fluorescent orange dust, the airy crunch, pure magic. I'd often wonder how they got them so perfectly puffy and uniformly cheesy. Little did I know that years later I'd find myself completely captivated by the processes that bring these everyday indulgences to our fingertips. It's not just about mixing ingredients, it's about understanding chemistry, physics, and even a bit of psychology to create something that people will love time and time again. The journey from raw material to finished product is a fascinating story. So, grab your lab coats, metaphorical, of course, because we're going on a behind-the-scenes tour. We're going to peek into the factories, explore the machinery, and uncover the science that makes some of our most beloved snacks possible. We'll see how automation ensures every bite is as good as the last, and how quality control keeps everything safe and delicious. From tropical coconut bars to savory surprises and crispy dessert shells, prepare to be amazed by the ingenuity that fills our snack cupboards. This is where culinary art meets cutting-edge technology, folks. First up on our snack safari, the Bounty Bar. That delightful combination of sweet, moist coconut wrapped in a smooth chocolate blanket. For many, it's a little taste of paradise. But how does that tropical dream get made? It all starts, naturally, with the coconut. We're talking about tons of it, sourced from sun-drenched locales. The quality of this primary ingredient is paramount. Factories don't just accept any old coconut. It needs to have the right moisture content, the perfect texture, and that characteristic sweet flavor we all associate with a good Bounty. This isn't just about taste, it's about consistency for the machines later on. Once the high-quality desiccated coconut arrives at the factory, it's time for its transformation into that famously rich filling. Imagine giant mixers, stainless steel behemoths capable of combining hundreds, if not thousands, of pounds of coconut with sugar, glucose syrup, and other special ingredients that contribute to its unique taste and chewiness. These mixers aren't just stirring, they are precisely calibrated to ensure every particle of coconut is evenly coated and hydrated. This step is crucial because if the mix is too dry, the bar will be crumbly, too wet, and it won't hold its shape. It's a delicate balance achieved through meticulous recipe control and automated systems. The machinery involved here is truly impressive. Think computer-controlled systems that measure ingredients to the gram, ensuring that each batch of coconut filling meets the exact specifications. Temperature and mixing times are also strictly monitored. This level of automation not only guarantees consistency from one Bounty bar to the next, but also allows for incredible efficiency. What would take an army of bakers days to prepare by hand can be accomplished in a fraction of the time, all while maintaining the highest standards of hygiene and food safety. It's a far cry from cracking a coconut on a rock, that's for sure. And what about that perfect moist texture? That's no accident. The recipe is carefully formulated and the mixing process is designed to achieve a specific level of hydration in the coconut. Quality control teams will take samples at regular intervals, testing for moisture content, texture, and flavor. These checks ensure that the filling isn't just good but consistently good. Any deviation, however slight, is flagged and adjustments are made immediately. This commitment to quality at the very first stage is what lays the foundation for that satisfyingly chewy, tropical experience in every single bar. Now that we have our perfectly prepared coconut filling, it's time to give it that iconic shape and, more importantly, its chocolate embrace. The moist coconut mixture is typically extruded or pressed into long continuous strips. Imagine a giant Play-Doh fun factory, but for coconut. These strips are then cut into the familiar bar shapes we recognize. Precision is key here. Each bar needs to be the correct weight and dimension. Specialized cutting machines, often using ultrasonic blades for a clean cut, work at incredible speeds, portioning out thousands of coconut centers per minute. These perfectly formed cores are then ready for their delicious destiny. Next comes the star of the show for many, the chocolate coating. The coconut centers travel along a conveyor belt and pass through what's known as an enrober. This magical machine creates a continuous curtain of molten chocolate. As the bars pass through, they are completely bathed, top, bottom and sides, in a precisely tempered chocolate bath. Tempering is a critical process for chocolate, involving careful heating and cooling to ensure the cocoa butter crystallizes correctly. This gives the final chocolate coating its glossy shine, satisfying snap and smooth melt-in-your-mouth quality. Without proper tempering, chocolate can be dull, crumbly or develop an unappetizing bloom. After their chocolate bath, the newly coated Bounty bars aren't quite ready for their wrappers. They need to cool down and allow the chocolate to set perfectly. This usually happens in long, cooling tunnels where carefully controlled temperatures and airflow gently solidify the chocolate coating. The speed of the conveyor and the length and temperature of the tunnel are all precisely calculated. If cooled too quickly, the chocolate can crack too slowly and it might not set properly or could lose its sheen. Again, it's a scientific balancing act, ensuring every bar emerges with that flawless, inviting chocolate shell. Finally, once cooled and set, the bars undergo final quality checks. Automated optical scanners might look for imperfections in the chocolate coating, ensuring complete coverage and no blemishes. Weight checkers ensure each bar meets the specified weight. Only then are these tropical treats whisked away to high-speed wrapping machines. These mechanical marvels individually wrap each bar, often at speeds of hundreds per minute, sealing in the freshness and preparing them for their journey to your local store. The efficiency is mind-boggling, a true testament to modern packaging technology. Let's shift gears from sweet to savory, folks, and explore a snack that's a staple in many cultures, the salted duck egg. Now, this might not be the first thing that pops into your head when you think snack, but for those who love them, they are an absolute treat, prized for their rich, oily and intensely flavored yolks. Traditionally, making salted duck eggs was a painstaking, time-consuming process involving coating fresh duck eggs in a mixture of damp, salted charcoal or soaking them in brine for weeks. While artisanal methods still exist, modern factories have streamlined this ancient practice. In a modern facility, the process begins with, you guessed it, high-quality duck eggs. These eggs are carefully inspected for cracks or imperfections. Cleanliness is paramount. The selected eggs are then typically immersed in a precisely formulated saline solution, a brine. This isn't just salty water, mind you. The concentration of salt, the temperature of the brine, and the duration of the soaking period are all critical factors that are meticulously controlled. The goal is to allow the salt to slowly penetrate the shell and cure the egg, transforming the yolk into that characteristic firm, golden orange and umami-rich delight. The science behind the brining process is quite fascinating. Osmosis plays a key role as water is drawn out of the egg and salt is drawn in. This dehydration and salting process denatures the proteins in the yolk and white, changing their texture and flavor. Large vats are used for this brining and the conditions are constantly monitored to ensure consistency. Automation helps maintain the perfect saline concentration and temperature, which might fluctuate with ambient conditions if not carefully managed. This level of control ensures that each batch of eggs achieves the desired level of saltiness and the perfect yolk texture, reducing the variability common in more traditional, less controlled methods. Quality control for salted duck eggs is particularly focused on the yolk. After the brining period, which can last several weeks, sample eggs are cracked open and inspected. Inspectors look for the ideal yolk color. A vibrant orange-red is often preferred, and a firm, slightly oily texture. The saltiness of both the white and yolk is also tested. Some factories even use candling techniques, shining a bright light through the egg to assess the yolk's condition without cracking the shell. Once they pass muster, the eggs are typically cooked, often steamed or boiled before being packaged, ready to be enjoyed as a standalone snack or a flavorful ingredient in other dishes. Alright, let's talk about a global superstar pizza, specifically frozen pizza. I know, some purists might scoff, but let's face it, a good frozen pizza on a busy night can be a lifesaver. And the sheer volume of frozen pizzas consumed worldwide is staggering. So how do these convenient culinary creations come together on such a massive scale? It all starts with the foundation, the crust. Huge industrial mixers capable of handling hundreds of pounds of dough at a time combine flour, water, yeast, oil, and seasonings. The goal is consistency. Every crust must have the same texture and flavor profile. Once the dough is mixed and has had time to proof, that's baker talk for rise, it's divided, sheeted, and cut into perfect circles. Imagine dough being rolled out by giant automated rolling pins, then stamped out by perfectly round cutters, all at lightning speed. Some factories even dock the dough, prick it with tiny holes, to prevent large air bubbles from forming during baking. These crusts might then be partially baked, just enough to set the structure before they move on to the saucing and topping stations. This pre-baking step is crucial for achieving that desirable crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside texture, even after final baking at home. Next up, the sauce and toppings. This is where automation truly shines. The partially baked crusts glide along conveyor belts beneath specialized dispensers. One machine might apply a precise spiral of tomato sauce, ensuring even coverage from edge to, well, almost the edge. Then, another set of automated dispensers will strategically sprinkle cheese, mozzarella, cheddar, provolone, you name it, in carefully measured amounts. Following that, other machines will distribute pepperoni, mushrooms, peppers, or whatever toppings are destined for that particular pizza variety. The precision ensures that each pizza gets the right amount of each ingredient, minimizing waste and maximizing deliciousness. After being fully topped, the pizzas embark on their journey into the deep freeze. Flash freezing is the name of the game here. The pizzas pass through cryogenic freezing tunnels, often using liquid nitrogen or carbon dioxide, which freeze them incredibly quickly at ultra-low temperatures. This rapid freezing process is vital because it creates very small ice crystals within the product. Smaller ice crystals mean less damage to the food's cellular structure, which translates to better texture and flavor when you finally bake it in your oven at home. It locks in the freshness, making that just assembled taste possible, even weeks or months later. Section 6, Holy Cannoli, the making of a classic crispy shell. Let's venture into the world of classic Italian pastries, specifically the cannoli shell, that crisp, bubbly, tube-shaped vessel just waiting to be filled with sweet, creamy ricotta. Making perfect cannoli shells by hand is an art form requiring skill and patience. But when you need to produce thousands, or even tens of thousands, automation lends a helping hand while still respecting the tradition. The dough itself is relatively simple, typically made from flour, sugar, butter, or lard wine, often masala, which adds a unique flavor and aids crispness, and sometimes a hint of cinnamon or cocoa. In a factory setting, this dough is mixed in large batches, ensuring all ingredients are perfectly incorporated to achieve the right elasticity and texture. Once mixed, the dough is rested, then sheeted out into thin layers, much like pasta dough. This is a critical step. The thickness of the dough will directly impact the final crispness and texture of the shell. Automated sheeters can roll the dough to precise, consistent thicknesses, something that's much harder to achieve by hand on a large scale. The thin sheets of dough are then cut into specific shapes, usually ovals or diamonds, ready for the next stage. Here comes the ingenious part, shaping and frying. Traditionally, the dough shapes are wrapped around metal tubes, the canna or reed from which cannoli get their name. In an automated system, robotic arms or specialized machinery might take the cut dough pieces and deftly wrap them around these heat-resistant tubes. The tube dough then travels on a conveyor system directly into large, continuous fryers filled with hot oil maintained at a precise temperature. The frying time is also carefully controlled to ensure the shells cook through, develop those characteristic blisters, and achieve a beautiful golden brown color without burning. After their hot oil bath, the fried shells, still on their tubes, are allowed to cool slightly. Then comes the delicate operation of removing the crispy shells from the tubes without breaking them. Again, automation can play a role here, with gentle mechanisms designed to slide the shells off. Quality control is rigorous. Shells are inspected for color, crispness, shape, and any breakages. Only the perfect ones make the cut. These empty shells are then carefully packaged, often in protective trays, to prevent damage during shipping, eagerly awaiting their destiny to be filled and enjoyed. The process ensures that you get that satisfyingly crisp cannoli shell every time. Section 7. Factory facts and tasty tidbits. Now that we've peeked behind the curtain of a few snack factories, let's sprinkle in some fun facts and intriguing tidbits. Did you know that the Bounty Bar, with its tropical coconut filling, has different versions around the world? For instance, in some European markets, you can find a dark chocolate Bounty, while the milk chocolate version is more common in others. This regional variation shows how companies cater to local tastes, even with globally recognized brands. It's a reminder that even mass-produced snacks have a bit of local flavor. When it comes to frozen pizza, the numbers are simply astounding. It's estimated that Americans alone consume billions of dollars worth of frozen pizza each year. That's a mountain of mozzarella, folks. The industry's efficiency means that a wide variety of toppings and crust styles can be made available at affordable prices, making it one of the most popular convenience foods on the planet. The first frozen pizzas appeared in the 1950s, and boy, have they come a long way since then, thanks to advancements in food processing and freezing technology. It's a testament to how a simple idea can grow into a massive industry. Let's talk cannoli. The origin of these delightful Sicilian pastries is steeped in history, possibly dating back to Arab rule in Sicily around the 9th or 10th century. They were traditionally prepared during Carnivale season, perhaps as a symbol of fertility. The canna, or river reed, originally used to shape the shells, gave them their name. While today stainless steel tubes are the norm in factories, the link to this ancient tradition remains. It's fascinating how such a historic treat has been adapted for modern large-scale production, while still retaining its essential character and deliciousness. And here's a general factory feat for you. Consider the speed of modern packaging machines. Some machines can wrap hundreds, even thousands of individual items per minute. Think about the engineering involved in making a machine that can delicately handle a chocolate bar or a fragile cookie, wrap it perfectly, seal it, and send it on its way, all in a fraction of a second. These machines often use sophisticated sensors and robotics to ensure precision and minimize errors. It's this kind of high-speed, high-precision automation that makes affordable, readily available snacks a reality for all of us. Section 8, more than just machines, the human element in food production. While we've marveled at the incredible automation and sophisticated machinery, it's crucial to remember that food factories aren't run solely by robots. The human touch, expertise, and oversight are absolutely vital components in the production of our favorite treats. These are the folks who ensure the machines are running smoothly, the ingredients meet quality standards, and the final product is something truly delicious and safe to eat. Without their dedication, the whole system would grind to a halt, no matter how advanced the technology. They are the guardians of good taste. Quality control personnel are some of the unsung heroes of the food factory. They are constantly monitoring the production lines, taking samples, and conducting a battery of tests. This isn't just about looking for imperfections. They perform sensory analysis. Yes, taste testing is a real job to ensure the flavor, texture, and aroma of the snacks meet the company's exacting standards. They also conduct microbiological tests to ensure food safety, checking for any potential contaminants. Their vigilance protects us, the consumers, and upholds the reputation of the brand. It's a demanding role that requires keen senses and meticulous attention to detail. Beyond the daily checks, there's also the crucial role of research and development teams. These are the food scientists, chefs, and engineers who are constantly working to improve existing products and dream up new ones. They experiment with new ingredients, refine recipes, and develop new processing techniques. If a new flavor of potato chip hits the shelves, or a cookie has an even better texture, you can bet there was a team of dedicated individuals working tirelessly behind the scenes to make that happen. Their creativity and scientific know-how drive innovation in the snack world. And let's not forget the engineers and technicians who design, build, maintain, and repair the complex machinery we've discussed. These machines are the workhorses of the factory, but they require expert care to keep them operating at peak efficiency and precision. When a machine breaks down, it's these skilled individuals who swoop in to diagnose the problem and get it back online as quickly as possible, minimizing disruption to production. Their technical expertise is indispensable in the modern, highly automated food processing environment, ensuring the continuous flow of our beloved snacks. Section 9, the sweet and savory science of snacks. So there you have it, folks, a whirlwind tour behind the scenes of how some of our favorite treats are made, from the tropical allure of a Bounty bar to the savory satisfaction of a salted duck egg, the convenience of a frozen pizza, and the crispy delight of a cannoli shell. It's clear that there's a whole lot more than just mixing and baking involved. It's a fascinating interplay of quality ingredients, brilliant engineering, precise automation, and rigorous scientific principles. The sheer scale and efficiency are enough to make your head spin, but it's all in service of a simple goal: delivering consistent, delicious, and safe snacks to you. The ingenuity on display in modern food factories is truly something to behold. Think about the journey of a single coconut from a palm tree to the perfectly formed filling of a chocolate bar, or the transformation of simple flour and water into thousands of identical pizza crusts or cannoli shells. Machines perform tasks with a speed and precision that would be impossible to achieve by hand on such a large scale. This automation not only makes snacks more affordable and accessible, but also ensures a level of consistency that we've all come to expect from our favorite brands. This technology doesn't just appear out of thin air. It's the result of decades of research, development and refinement in food science, engineering and manufacturing. The commitment to quality control, from sourcing raw ingredients to inspecting the final packaged product, is paramount. It's this dedication that allows us to confidently pick a snack off the shelf, knowing it will taste just as good as the last time we enjoyed it. It's a quiet marvel of the modern world, happening every day all around the globe to satisfy our collective cravings. Next time you unwrap your go-to chocolate bar or pop a frozen pizza in the oven, take a moment to appreciate the incredible journey it has taken to reach you. It's a testament to human innovation and our enduring love for a good snack. Now, I'm curious, what's your all-time favorite snack, and have you ever wondered how it's made? Perhaps you have a fun snack-related story or a question about a particular treat. Go ahead and share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. Until next time, keep exploring the delicious world around you.